Welcome to Cosmic Theater and the feature, The Giant Gila Monster.
Into something akin to a needle. But if we were to perform this experiment, let's say on the surface of Mars, where the atmosphere is much thinner, it would not work quite as well. Contrary-wise, if I were to perform it on the surface of Venus, where the atmosphere is 90 times that on Earth, it would work even better. Let's try it one more time. How about that? One potato, five straws, yes. That's why we call this bizarre medicine. Seen nowhere else but on our show. Now it's time for Cosmic Theater, and today's entry, The Giant Gila Monster from 1959, starring Don Sullivan and Lisa Simone. As the title suggests, a humongous Gila monster is menacing our southwestern town. Let's see what happens. Roll tape.
Going to destroy that train. Oh no. There it is. Look how huge it is. Oh. Horrible. Horrible. Oh, terrible. Run for your lives! Run! Faster! Okay, well I have to tell you that was a low-budget film. It was actually a teen movie with hot rods, music, and they threw in a Gila monster for good measure. The acting was so-so, and of course it was obviously a real Gila monster, not a model. So on the Ruehl scale, where first magnitude is best, 10th magnitude worst, the Giant Gila Monster from 1959 garners a so-so 7th magnitude rating. Now this is sometimes known on the Late Show. So if it's on at 3 a.m., tape it and watch it the next morning at breakfast time. Yes. Huh? Who called me a doofus? Yes, I know that this is an iguana. Yes, it's not a Gila monster. Here's the story. The iguana model was only $1. The Gila monster was $2. We could not afford it with our low budget. So just accept that this represents a Gila monster, and in the future, don't call me a doofus. I know the difference between a Gila monster and an iguana. Yes. Now I want to tell you about an amazing case of survival from 1834. A group of Maori were in a canoe in the Cook Strait off of New Zealand. Their little canoe sank, and only 2 women were surviving in the water. But they were about to die when what passed by but the carcass of a whale with a harpoon sticking out of its back. So they swam over to it, held on to that harpoon for dear life, and took an 80-mile trip until the whale finally landed on the beach. An amazing case of survival. They were lucky they did not enter the vault of strange deaths. But some of these people did. Let's check on one of them right now. And this is the case of an unbelievable drowning. John Searles, 57, from Long Beach, Mississippi, not California, had just left a restaurant about 7:45. We don't know what happened, but at 11 p.m. he was found, his head face down, in just a little 6-inch puddle. He had drowned in the puddle, yes. Unbelievable. The most unusual drowning in history, except for possibly the other one I gave you, the man who drowned in a wine vat. But just a little 6-inch puddle. He fell face down. We don't know if he had a heart attack, but the official cause of death was drowning. Now, I don't want this to happen to any of you, and I know this is an extreme measure, but I'm going to have to ask that on days when it's raining, you stay indoors, because this would just, I'd be grief-stricken if I read that one of our fans had drowned in a puddle of water. And, in fact, you better play it safe and not go out the next day either. Now, let's see if we have time for one more here. And this is the case of a most thorough fellow. This is a Czechman, Vlastimil Kruger, who wanted to die. So he went to the top of a cliff, shot himself in the head, then swallowed some poison, and he had tied a rock around his waist so that when he fell over from the shot in the head, he would be carried down to his death in the rocks below. Well, what happened? It turns out that the bullet didn't kill him, the poison didn't kill him. It was the fall down the rocks. How about that? A most thorough man. Now, until next time, may the power of the cosmos be with you. Yes. 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 And again, may the power of the cosmos be with you. Yes, yes, yes.